When traveling with MotoPhoto, we always have to appreciate the local artists. One left a little sample in our bathroom. Would you like to see? Lovely. Very avant-garde.
Those guys aren't right. But hey, this is Steve from Moto Photo Adventures. These guys are off to episode 2. It's going to be a good one. I think they're getting ready to go get schooled, or go to a school, one or the other. Go see a fort, and probably look for some dinner knowing these guys. Anyway, stay tuned. And for now, it's coffee time. I'll have a double mocha latte, please.
Coffee time. Who else can't get up in the morning without coffee time? Well, let's make some. You want some coffee?
Absolutely. Thank
sure.
You, sir.
Little powdered creamer in there for, gourmet.
It's the higend stuff then.
Oh, yeah. As
always for a motel, right?
For real. And guess what? They were out by the time I got my second cup here. So we're just dredging.
Oh, man. The flavor of this, if you want to quantify it in coffee names. Sure. It has light notes of char.
Yeah.
A little bit of smoky ash.
Yes.
And maybe just a tad of rubberish.
So what we're saying is yesterday's Waffle House. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have you all decided?
Madam, we must have waffles.
Man, I am loving my new TKC 70 rocks. Look at that tire.
Confidence you trust. Continental Tire.
She's a beauty. Getting all packed up. Had a good night last night. Ready to roll this morning. Heading south.
What's
Heading south.
Well, it's warm.
It is warm.
Said it was 75 on my phone app this morning. 45 on my phone app this morning with a high of 75 today.
Jason, you're no meteorologist. It's not that hard. The low is 45, the high is 75. And now that it's 8:45 in the morning, it's already 75 degrees. It's going to be a great day to ride.
I'm not sad about that. I tell you what.
Dave, you just look like a wet monkey there. What happened?
That's a shower. The whole prepping thing doesn't really happen out here. You stay clean as possible.
Yeah.
And then that changes. And then you just move on.
Through the colonization of America, up through the 100 Years' War, surviving plagues, surviving power struggles, the St. Augustine Lighthouse has stood this test of time and remains to this day a beacon of hope for sailors and safe passage for anyone in the St. Augustine area. It's a beautiful lighthouse. Some say it's haunted, which is pretty cool. A map maker by the name of Giovanni Battista Bauza published a map back in 1589 that references a wooden watchtower at the northern end of Anastasia Island, which is the island, just across from St. Augustine. That watchtower is what later became the St. Augustine Light. So as you can see, it's got a lot of history. It's a beautiful, very historic lighthouse. If you're ever in St. Augustine, I highly recommend it.
Are these just to look at?
Let's not see you later, alligator. It's see you now, alligator. Where are we at, Chris?
We are in Florida.
Yes.
Is this the Gator Circuit?
This is the Sunburn circuit. The second place was the Gator Run. Nobody voted for that one. No, I think a couple of people voted for that one, but
We'll definitely be seeing some gators at some point, I'm sure.
oh yes.
But before we do, we're going to stop here at the St. Augustine
Alligator Farm.
Crocodile Farm.
Alligator Farm Zoological Park.
Oh, okay. Good. But we're not going to see any alligators. We are here just because I want to tell you about this place. It's the most amazing location to photograph birds. Some of you know I'm a big fan of wildlife, and I come down here every couple of years, and they have a photographer's pass. So if you're a photographer and you follow our channel, highly recommend you get the photographer's pass. It allows you early entry and late departure, so you can get that magic hour of light at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. So highly recommend it, but I've been here many, many times. I love this place. What happens is major rookery inside here.
Carry on.
Basically a ton of birds, wading birds in particular, egrets, herons, birds like that will come and build their nests over the alligator swamp. And the reason for that is because they know that their nests are protected from raccoons and other little critters that might steal their eggs. So they know their eggs are safe. They know that alligators and crocodiles don't climb trees.
Apparently, they can climb fences. A gator scaled the fence, I'm not kidding, at the Naval Air Station in Jacksonville, Florida over the weekend.
So they know their nests are safe up there, and so they love roosting over these alligator swamp areas. But beautiful birds can be found here. The great herons start to arrive around mid-February. By March, it's teeming with wildlife. Lots of spoonbills and herons start to arrive. You've got wood storks coming in, and man, by late March, it's in full swing, April. So highly recommend visiting the St. Augustine Alligator Farm sometime in the spring. We are a little bit too early. The birds have not arrived yet.
Where to next?
Let's go downtown and check out St. Augustine before we start heading south.
Cool.
Sound like a plan?
It does sound like a plan.
What did you do with David? Darn it.
What's the matter?
Who has a pair of pliers or a Leatherman or something?
Thanks, man. That's great.
Did you know that alligators can grow up to 18 feet? But most only have 4. Anyway, they always go to get schooled, and I think they're going to have a little trouble finding a place to park their bikes.
Beautiful day, you guys.
Absolutely gorgeous.
We bared some cold weather to get here, but now it's fantastic. Heading over the bridge into St. Augustine from Anastasia Island. Anastasia? I don't know.
Well, the singer goes with Anastasia, so I guess I'm sure they named it after her.
Sure. Oh, of course, because it's only one of the oldest cities in America.
That's right. They renamed it for her.
Flagler College is here, I know that. It's famous for its architecture. Famous architect designed it.
What is this?
Colorful architecture is just beautiful.
Isn't this amazing?
He's absolutely right.
Love this little square with the green space, although there's not as much green space as Jacksonville.
So I've heard.
Look at this beautiful church. Oh my gosh.
Now, some of these are, like this building over here to our 11 o'clock, looks like something from Sweden or... Yeah, it does actually.
All right, I think that was St. George right there that we just passed. It's a pedestrian walkway, so we'll stop and walk through there. But here's the college is directly ahead of us. So. Cool little town.
Keep your hands and arms inside the car at all times and enjoy your ride.
Now the question is going to be, where can we park?
Towaway zones everywhere. What is that?
Let me ask these guys.
Can I ask you a question? We're trying to get to the old schoolhouse. Where do we park?
My GPS says I'm going the wrong way down the street.
She said something about motorcycles parked.
Oh, they parked somewhere else?
I don't know. Oh, here it says scooters only.
That'll do it.
Oh, motorcycles will be ticketed.
Where are we headed?
From what I understand, the oldest schoolhouse in the United States.
Oldest wooden schoolhouse.
Is there a distinction? Is there a metal one that was older?
I don't know.
I didn't think they'd use I-beams back in the, what, 1600s?
No. Oh, look. Oldest wooden schoolhouse in the US of A. Wow, that's cool.
And if you look at it, it's even, they've put the chains there to symbolize the bondage that the children are in while they were in school.
Prior to 1700s, the Spanish controlled this entire area, and in 1702, the British burned the whole place down. So we have no wooden buildings left in this area because of the burning down the entire city, except for this guy. In 1716, we know it was here because some tax records prior to that say it was. It was built for a family genopoly, I think it was. Right about 1938, just prior to, they decided that it should be kept for records. So they went to the Library of Congress and eventually ended up with these documents here to show where it came from, why it's here, and what it was used for.
The whole thing is like sloping and it looks like it's about to fall, and so I think they've chained it up to kind of, it's like the leaning tower of schoolhouse.
That's cool.
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Can't go anywhere without taking pictures of people, kid. Curious.
Oh, no. Hey, we got to take this away from you.
Yeah, thank you.
And sir, if you'll put your glasses in your back pocket.
You're like for function.
And then turn away from her. Let go of her. Go across your arm. Be like this. And you're gonna put your hand on his shoulder like that. And this hand goes over the top. She's like, I'm not doing that.
Built in 1672, Castillo de San Marcos is the oldest stone masonry fort left in the continental United States. Since it was built, it has been the target of enemy gunfire for its entire existence. The ironic part about it is that Father Time has done more damage than the enemy gunfire ever did. And you can see where they have been reconstructing it by the color of the masonry. And it is continually being repaired, and you can tell that by the new-looking construction around the old patina.
During the British siege of 1702, it was too dangerous for the townspeople to stay in town. So they all moved out here into the fort. Literally 1,500 people living inside this tiny little fort for over a month.
So as many of you know, if you're a drone operator, it's getting more and more difficult to fly legally in places such as the national park and things like that. This national park does not exceed over the water, and so there is a legal way that you can do it, but it just takes a lot more thought, and you have to take off from a legal spot, and then you have to obviously remain in legal airspace. There is an airport not too far over there, so there's only so far I could go toward and around the fort and remain legal. And so just an FYI on that, for if you are a drone operator, just because the airspace is clean does not necessarily mean that the ground is clean, and just because the ground is clean does not mean the airspace is clean. So there you go.
What is that buzzing noise? Holy cow. Who knew flying drones could be so complicated? No, seriously. We really appreciate the opportunity that we get to spend with you guys, and keep hitting that like and the bell button, and share the love with the rest of the people.
Perfect subject matter for the infrared camera. The old cold stone against the rich dark sky and black and white. It's pretty neat contrast. Nikon over Canon.
Well, that, folks, is just a small taste of St. Augustine. We're heading on down. We're going to ride for about an hour, and then we're going to get some food. And it's funny because I really don't know where we're going next. Maybe I'll put it down on the screen right here because I'm just following along. So it's a little different than usual for me. I'm getting hungry, so it's time to eat. Here we go.
Well, there you go. What do you guys think of St. Augustine?
Well, being as it's old as it is, it's kept its shape pretty well.
Definitely attracts a lot of tourists, doesn't it?
Yes, man.
You know, it's a touristy place, but I mean, it's touristy for a reason. Like, there's a lot of cool sights here.
Yeah.
And I could easily spend, you know, a couple of days here just kind of going through all the stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the only downside when you have a schedule like we have that you have to keep. You can't get a deep dive into some of this stuff. But it's really cool. I got to, while you guys were off filming this, that, and the other, I stopped and met a nice couple from Burma, or Myanmar as we call it now. But yeah, they were a really neat couple. They asked me to take a picture of them on their cell phone, and we got to chatting. I could tell their accent, and I'm like, oh, I was born and raised overseas. Where's your accent from? And neat couple, man. We just stood there and talked for like 10 minutes.
Very cool.
Always fun to meet people from different walks of life that are enjoying a cool city like this. Something about us, it just says, this guy looks like he can probably handle a picture with my camera. So they hand us their camera.
One of the cool things at Moto Photo Adventures is that we get to meet all kinds of people, interact with them. I mean, something as simple as, hey, will you take our picture? You know, we might give that little cell phone photograph a little bit more of a personal flair, you know, being photographers. But we really appreciate the opportunity to meet people and talk to people and just get out there and share what we do with y'all. So thank you for Moto Photo Adventures.
That's not good. Hey! This looks pretty cool. We're starving. No.
No, there's menus behind you on the stand.
Okay.
And whenever you look them over, you'll order a tea and then have a seat wherever you'd like. Okay?
Wonderful. Let's do that.
The owners, Mike and Chris, they come by here sometimes. In fact, Chris, he works right back there in charge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's our YouTube channel.
What's your name?
I go on Stench Vanilla.
Stench Vanilla?
Stench Vanilla.
Stench Vanilla. How'd you come up with that?
I mean, my uncle and I were trying to come up with coffee names. He had Hazel Butts. Came up with Stench Vanilla.
Nice. What's your channel about?
Well, I mean, I do gaming and I do vlogging.
Okay.
I did a bike riding video all the way to Abraham, across the bridge. And that's for gaming. I just drove entire
Bike riding like this?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Very cool.
That is hilarious.
Look at that water, that's beautiful.
Well, I'm looking for the one that says Daytona Beach on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying once you're on it,
Yeah, true.
you can roll.
Man, another high rise going up there. High rises everywhere in Daytona Beach. Welcome to Daytona Beach, you guys. A little bit south of St. Augustine. And that lovely barbecue restaurant that we ate at. Best collard greens I've had in a while, and I'm from South Carolina. So now we're looking for the ramp that allows us to go ride on the beach.
I would suspect it'll be on our left.
You think?
Maybe.
Boy, that's pretty intuitive.
I know, right?
There's the deputy sheriff. Ask him. Oh, check out the slingshot machine.
It's a slingshot. If it works properly, it's a catapult.
So it looks like, I've never been to Daytona Beach, but it looks a lot like Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you could find a t-shirt here if you wanted to. Souvenir.
No doubt.
There it is.
There it is. We just passed it.
What?
Yep, Bill Huey.
Make a Huey.
Main Street or public parking?
Main Street.
Main Street. Yeah, there it is. There's the sign.
Oh, I see the sign.
I saw the sign.
Welcome, and it says "Do not enter."
Ain't that something? And there's gates.
Denied.
Denied.
Yeah, that's the. It must just not be a time you can do it right now.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yep. My wife and I have eaten in that circular building up top.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's cool. Chris, do you know anything about aquaponics?
Yeah.
And growing like having
without soil.
Yeah, having fish in the pond or in the system where your plants have the roots in that water, and so basically the poo from the fish provides nutrients to the vegetables.
That's cool.
And it ends up being a closed system. It's really cool, and it doesn't really take as much room as you think. I mean, a good sized greenhouse would do it.
Like if you go to Denmark, for example.
Yeah.
They've perfected a lot of that, and so you go into a similar greenhouse in the U.S. That's, I don't know, football field size space, and everything's on on raised beds, like let's say lettuce, and they've got them on multi-levels.
Yes.
So in the same size greenhouse, you have a level on the ground.
Tiers.
You have multiple tiers. So they basically are doing stacks upon stacks, volume-wise, above if you did it in dirt.
Let's pull off and figure this out.
$20 per vehicle.
I thought it said 10. Did it say 20?
10 was bicycles, and then it said vehicles was 20.
Well, looks like the boys are lost again. I think they've run out of bridges to get back to the mainland. But in the meantime, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell for the notifications. You know how important that is. And all this talk about fish sure has me hungry. How about you guys?
Hello. We're kind of, I think we've made a mistake. The only way to get from here to the other end is to pay the $20, even if we're just going straight through. Does it? We're continuing all the way south. Is it not? Is this not a road that will get us there? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
So, tell her we're going to Titusville.
We're going to Titusville. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, there's no way. We got to get back on US 1. Here's a funny little tidbit. If the temperature is legitimately going to be 23 degrees for several hours on my upwards travel, my camelback could literally freeze on my back.
That's actually kind of funny.
Except you will have your body heat keeping it warm.
Well, that's true.
Not at 23 degrees, you won't.
Yeah, probably not going to have a lot of body heat at all.
Oh, man. Yeah, you may have to pause for a cause.
Yeah, for real.
Depending on how long you're going to be traveling, you could fill it with hot water from somewhere like a hot water, like a coffee machine.
Just fill it from coffee.
Still stay awake.
Woo!
Come left.
Left.
Oh my gosh, that's like a city.
It is a floating city.
Yeah. I hope they make it through all this mess.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous flight right now, eh?
Indeed.
We are almost at our campsite. Thanks to Scott Reinblatt for recommending Jetty Park Marina.
Thank you, Scott.
Fort Canaveral.
What is that? That's a cool building. I don't know what that is. Well, it is a balmy 73 degrees. It's like we're riding in perfect air conditioned weather.
Yeah, right?
How are you? I'm great. We called and got a campsite reservation, and they supposedly were going to send me an email, but it's kind of hard to check email while you're riding on a motorcycle. Yes, we have reservations for one night at campsite 41. Nope, not the truck. Just 3 motorcycles. Thank you. Oh, we don't need a gate code. Cheapers.
Oh yeah.
Are you really going to plug it in?
Maybe there's an illegal
2143.
and then straight ahead to the store. Hold on.
Oh, this is not bad.
Tent site. No worries. This guy is the patience of Job. It's a choice.
Do you guys have any seafood, fresh seafood that we can get around here?
Oh yeah, definitely. Seafood Atlantic.
Seafood
Atlantic has the freshest.
And where is that?
I'm in the Cove down in Port Canaveral.
Beautiful. All right, thank you.
Have a blast. All right, here we go.
All right, so I've never been to this place, but typically the local seafood, you can buy it by the by the pound, and it's absolutely excellent because it's absolutely fresh. And so we're just gonna get a little bit of maybe some shrimp, a little fish, and I'm hoping they got some veggies too. Then we can just like do it all in one spot. Otherwise, we'll have to go grab something. See what we got. I'm thinking maybe a dozen of those size. Oh, sure. Probably enough. Yeah. And then there's some tilefish. I've never had tilefish. It is local.
You know what tilefish is?
Oh yeah. Looks white. Yeah. Looks like a nice white fish. Let's try that. So can you tell me anything about the tilefish? I've never had that before, but it's local.
Oh yeah, it's really mild, flaky white fish. There's really no fishy flavor at all. It's got a little sweet flavor to it.
Kind of like a bass or a crappie.
Really
Like a
its own
crappie.
world, yeah.
It's in its own world.
Yeah,
Is it meaty or is it?
it's like it's very delicate. So we're trying to cook it on the grill or anything like that.
Like a pan fry, though, right?
Yeah, very good fry. You want me to take the skin off of the bone up for you?
No, because I'm probably going to cook it on that side first, so where it won't burn it.
Try to get you the ones that are most thought out for you.
Yeah. You got what?
We've got some produce in back.
We have like potatoes, we have
Asparagus.
Asparagus is perfect. Asparagus would be great, yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks so
All right,
much. Appreciate it.
all right. You guys have a good one.
You too. That was good.
Oh, good.
It usually pumps up better when you actually have the valve off. I'll be able to scoop out of that one easier. Now, I am going to find some wet wipes. This is a camper's best friend. You can clean anything with a wet wipe. I think these have like some kind of fancy scent. So I've got Italian seasoning, Greek seasoning, or I think this is, Oh, you got garlic? What? I went over to an RV. These ladies were playing cards, and they all looked at me pretty quizzically. Do you have any butter? And sure enough, they had some. Gave me a little pat of butter, and they're like, you don't even have to bring it back. I'm like, it's a good thing. Nice. It's a golden tile. It's a local fish, and it was fresh. It wasn't even, it was thawed. So that was like one of the few fresh fish that they actually had that was harvested locally. Pretty cool. Jeez, it's whipped butter. Yeah, that was not hot enough. Alright, it's gonna work. This is just to get a little on the bottom and start heating that up. And this is a very thick piece of meat, so it will shrink some. That's why we need the top on it, so hang on. Oil the top? Yeah, that'd be great. That would work. you're noticing this, but the shrimp is starting to smell really good. And they're starting to curl up a little bit. And the butter, it's working. It's not the best, it's working. And I think we are going to use a little salt and pepper, and I do have salt.
Himalayan sea salt?
It is Himalayan sea salt.
Himalayan. Bring it on. Come on, come on, come on.
It's a thick piece of meat, so. We'll probably have shrimp as appetizers and then that and asparagus for the meal, because I'll cook the asparagus in this one, so that's fun. Cool. Give that one a shot, Jason.
Sure.
There you go.
Woo-hoo! Hot, hot.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is good. At this point, they're all technically done.
Those are just right. I'd pull them out.
And we're the asparagus. That skin is not going to burn, and if it does, we're not going to eat the skin anyways.
Well, I eat the skin on when we cook at home.
This guy's not right.
Lots of good fatty acids in that thing.
All right, so a quick trick to knowing if your asparagus is any good is you basically, where it breaks, that's the good part. So out here you keep the seasoning simple, and that's why I like Greek and Italian. All right, I'm gonna push that way. So, and now there you go, beautiful teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. This is cool over here. That's a good looking fish. Looks beautiful.
Save that for Chris.
And Chris, this is Chris's piece. The skin. Oh. All right. Not bad camp food.
That's extraordinary.
That is a really juicy fish. Like look at the liquid that's coming out of that thing as it cooks. Never had a fish like that. He did say it's its own animal. I agree with him. Wow. It's very mild fish. Like it's really, really good. Like you wouldn't even know it was fish at all. It's that mild. The texture is really, really good though.
It's like a mahi-mahi.
It is, isn't it?
Very good. I love it. Nice job.
All right. This is the reality of it. Does it take a little more effort? Yeah, it takes a little more effort, but there's only so much you can eat hot dogs and hamburgers and just not go insane. And so wherever you're local, there's always somewhere that you can find the local food, whatever it is. I've made tacos, I've made this stuff. It's all good, and it's much better for you, and it tastes amazing. Go outside. This is great. This is what it's about, guys.
Absolutely. It's hot too.
It is hot.
Man, it tastes good when it's hot.
Well, the asparagus turned out really good.
Gonna get hot in the hot tub.
It's a different show.
Oh, good stuff.
Thanks, buddy. Anyway, Cape Canaveral served the boys well, and I believe they're ready for a little shut-eye. In the next episode, I think they're going to talk about bikes, maybe photographing birds. Who knows, they may even eat some pizza off the ground. I'm Steve Roos from Moto Photo Adventures. Thanks for watching.